Peace be with you, dear viewers. I ask Allah to bless Muhammad and his holy family. My name is Abdul-Malik, and I'd like to welcome you all to join me on this journey as we go back to the books to figure out for ourselves what really happened during and after the Prophet's life. Peace and blessings be upon him and his family. It would be very rare to find a Muslim who has not heard of the concept of Hadith. For sure, the majority of the Muslims understand their importance in the religion. But for anyone out there who isn't completely sure of the role that Hadith play in Islam, I'd like to mention a few points. Firstly, no one should feel overwhelmed by Hadith. It isn't as complicated or as scary as it may seem, and they quite frankly just cannot be ignored. Without understanding what is within your prominent Hadith books, one can never truly understand their religion. Many fundamental aspects are derived from these very Hadith books. How to pray, how to fast, how to perform Hajj, endless Islamic rulings, the Prophet's very life, the personalities around the Prophet and their lives also, and the list goes on and on. These books are in fact used to understand the Quran itself. For if we were to read the Quran in an isolated manner, we would only be left with our opinions and our desires. Hence, we have been granted by Allah the science of Hadith, a very careful system that allows us to investigate historical reports one by one. This is done by studying the men involved in transmitting a Hadith in order for us to categorize the trustworthy from the non-trustworthy. It is also important to determine the number of times a narration has reached us from independent chains. The higher number of independent chains a narration has reached us through, the more trustworthy the narration becomes. We can also analyze the content of the narration to ensure that it doesn't contradict with the clear verses in the Holy Quran and with other more trustworthy narrations. Yes, for someone to try a hand at the science of Hadith and to actually grade narrations, they would have to go through thorough studies and have a deep understanding of this field. But for us, people who wish to understand the religion better, we can easily read the conclusions of a Hadith science expert. This fear of Hadith acts as a barrier and as an excuse for Muslims to ignore looking at them, in turn causing them to misunderstand their entire religion. But lucky for us, the application of Hadith science and grading has already been done by the scholars of the past. We are able to pick up a Hadith and look at the grading that it has been given by Hadith experts, instantly knowing if it is an authentic narration. Those of you who are not well versed in Hadith will be shocked at the amount of authentic narrations that have been hidden from you. Narrations that even go beyond the status of just being authentic. Isn't it about time in the 21st century that we break free from this naivety? Let us pick up these books and discover the importance of Hadith. Peace be with you, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me today. And I pray that you join me next episode, where I'll discuss which prominent books I'll be using that belong to those who call themselves Sunni. See you soon.